What's new, Northwest Arkansas? It's Randy Wilburn here today with another episode for you. I'm back Friday afternoon. March Madness has started. So much is happening right now. Just wanted to reach out to you guys and connect, share some things that have happened this week. The one cool thing, and one of the delays and the reason why I didn't do this earlier in the day, was I got my vaccination shot today. So I'm pretty excited about that. Big shout out to just some folks that were looking out for me. And I guess technically I qualify because, and I'll talk about this more in a minute, but Group 1C includes the media. And well, this is a podcast, so I'm part of that media group. And so I'm really excited and thankful to participate in that. I hope you guys are having a great Friday afternoon. The weather's beautiful. It's been kind of up and down this week, but I'm excited for a wonderful weekend. And what better way to start the weekend than to look at what just happened a little while ago with the Arkansas Razorbacks, which I'm going to talk about in a second. Anyway, just wanted to let you know and share with you that we had an awesome episode this past week. We had Neil Gray, who is the chef at the Preacher's Son in Bentonville, and I got to tell you, Chef Neil is the bomb. That's the latest episode of I Am Northwest Arkansas. It's episode number 111. You can always find the episodes on our website at iamnorthwestarkansas.com. But Chef Neil Gray he's from Malvern. He's a homeboy. He's come back to his roots in Arkansas, and the dude can cook. He's been a part of a couple of Michelin rated restaurants around the country, and just we had an amazing time sitting down talking about his plans for the menu there at the Preacher's Son. Chef Matt Cooper is gone, and now that these guys have put together, Rope Swing has put together an awesome team, and Chef Neil Gray and the rest of his team, Kevin Weatherly and the rest of the folks there, same kitchen staff that was there with Chef Matt. So there is not going to be any change in the quality of the food at the Preacher's Son. My wife and I sat down a couple of weeks ago and had an amazing meal. And I got to tell you, folks, you need to check it out. So when you get a chance, check out the Preacher's Son. Let them know that Randy from I Am Northwest Arkansas sent you. They'll take really good care of you. But also listen to episode 111 of the podcast and hear what Chef Neil Gray has to say. He's got a young child. He and his wife are here. His parents are here. So he's really excited to be back home in the natural state. Next thing is, Woo Pig Suey. We are rated, I think we're still ranked number 8 in the nation. We didn't do so well in the SEC. We made it to the semifinals, but we lost to LSU, which is a really tough team. I think they're going to be a very tough out in the playoff, in the March Madness. But they showed up today and beat Colgate. Yes, they beat Colgate. They were down by like 12 or 13. I was like, oh my God, I can't believe these guys are going to fold like a cheap deck of cards, but they didn't fold. And so I'm really excited about that. I'm excited for how they showed up. And, Coach Muss really has a way of getting his team to rise to the occasion. So big shout out to Coach Muss and the rest of the Arkansas Razorback basketball family. Really excited about what's happening with them. And, I want to see them last there. I want them to not come back from Indianapolis for some time. So let's continue to pray for those guys. Anyway, next thing, big news. Phase 1C of the vaccination here in Arkansas is taking place now. And a lot of you might be saying, well, what does that mean? I know it's a setup for primarily older people right now. We're trying to get all those folks through the funnel with the vaccinations. Also people in nursing homes and the like. But now there is a new group. So everybody aged 16 to 64 with health conditions that increase their risk for severe COVID-19, including essential workers in energy, finance, food service, IT and communications, legal, medical. It just goes on and on. Media is included in that. So if you work in any of the areas that I have listed here, you need to check them out and see if you can get help as far as getting your vaccination. And I just got mine, so I'm pretty excited about that. And then anybody that's in a high-risk setting, incarcerated or detained, those living in group homes, there's a lot of options there, even dorms and Greek housing. So, and speaking of dorms and Greek housing, the U of A has made an announcement this week that with the advent of the vaccine, that their goal is to go full throttle in the fall. And so they're trying to vaccinate as many college students as possible this go around before kids go back home for the summer. Those that do, besides, and those that stay obviously will be here. But the reality is that this is an opportunity for us to kind of nip this pandemic in the bud and get that herd immunity that everybody is talking about. So I really want to encourage you to please, 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 if you can, get vaccinated. I know there's some people out there that think the vaccine's from the boogeyman, but I'm here to tell you, I feel fine. No, I'm just kidding. I'm great. And I just got the shot again. I'm just letting you know. And in a couple of weeks, I got the two deal, Pfizer, I think, or Moderna, one of the two. Anyway, I've got to get another shot in a couple of weeks. And then I guess the way it works with the second shot is that a couple of weeks later, the efficacy of the shot that I received is at its highest level. So I still have a few weeks to go. I'm not quite out of the woods. And I'm still going to be wearing my mask, folks, no matter where I go. I carry this thing around. This one and several others that I have. So I really want to encourage you to do your part because even if you feel healthy, other people may be sick or you could get somebody sick. So yeah, that's that. Next thing I want to tell you is the farmers market in Fayetteville is opening tomorrow. That's right. You heard it here first. The farmers market in downtown Fayetteville will be opening tomorrow. Please check it out. Please go support the local farmers as they are bringing all of their bounty to the center of town there in Fayetteville. And I don't know about you, but I'm just ready for a sense of normalcy. I'm really looking forward to getting back to the way things used to be. So I really want to encourage you to get out there and support those folks that are out there bringing out their food and everything else. And you may even see me up there at the farmers market. And if you see me walking around with my Get 1% Better t-shirt on or one of my I Am Northwest Arkansas logoed swag on, please hit your boy up and say hello. Say you listen to the podcast and you watch What's New NWA, and I'll be more than happy to catch up with you and chat. The next thing is I want to give a shout out to Hannah Withers, the rest of her team at Maxine's Tap Room. Hannah has just been an outspoken individual when it comes to making sure that service workers in our community are really taken care of. And they are celebrating 71 years at Maxine's Tap Room. I heard a bunch of people say that's like their favorite watering hole. And so now that we can get back to some normalcy in some way, shape, or form, even socially distant, Maxine's is a great place to go. But I just want to wish Hannah and the rest of the folks there at Maxine's Tap Room just, kudos for 71 years. That's nothing to sneeze at. Next thing is, I want to tell you guys, if you have an event or a company to promote, please let us know. If you're a nonprofit and you want to promote your event, hit us up. We'll talk to you. We'll share, get some information from you and figure out how we can put that out there either on the podcast or here through What's New NWA. I also want to encourage you, if you're a small business and you're looking to gain some traction, we have a new program for you. That's right. You heard it here first. We can package a program together for you to put out a mini podcast telling your story, sharing it with the world, pushing it out on social media through our platform and others to really give you the exposure that you need to let folks know that you're still around, that pandemic be damned, that you're moving and doing your thing. So I really want to encourage you guys to be a part of that, and to if you have a small business and you want to let people know what's going on, you want to talk about some of the new services you're offering, maybe you're a restaurant and you've revamped your menu, anything along those lines, we can put together a curated program to push it out there through voice, through the podcast, and also here on video. So I really want to encourage you to think about that, and we look forward to sharing your story in the near future. The next thing is, this gentleman right here graced me with his presence a few weeks ago. We sat down and had a far-ranging conversation. It's one of the first politicians that I've had on, if you could call him that. Yeah, I guess so. He's a city councilor, so he's a politician. And I don't know if I spelled, maybe I hope I didn't spell city councilor wrong. But anyway, I digress. DeAndre Jones is coming on the podcast. He is gracing us with his presence this Monday. That will be episode 112. You need to check out what DeAndre is doing, what he's hoping to do here in Fayetteville. He talks a little bit about his story, his Black Lives Matter experience this past summer during the middle of the pandemic, and ultimately what propelled him to want to run for office, and how did he, as an African American, get the vote of confidence of the local policemen's association. So I really want to encourage you to listen to this podcast because he has a lot of really positive things to share, and his story is truly, truly interesting. So I really want to encourage you to check out episode 112 of the I Am Northwest Arkansas podcast. You don't want to miss it. So that's pretty much all that I have for you guys this week. We are continuing to move forward and get things done here at I Am Northwest Arkansas, and we're really excited to be sharing everything that's happening. Oh, I forgot one more thing. One more thing that I wanted to share with you real quickly, and that's simply this. A lot of times people ask me, well, where can we find you guys? And I wanted to say, of course, we're Facebook. You can follow us and friend us on Facebook. I Am Northwest Arkansas is a group and it's a community. You can check us out on Instagram. You can join the I Am Northwest Arkansas group on Instagram. You can follow us on LinkedIn as well. So follow us wherever, anywhere on social media, we're there. Podcast-wise, you can follow us and check out the podcast. You can go to Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, Stitcher, Spotify, not SoundCloud, but iHeartRadio, Pandora. There's so many ways for you. Audible, Amazon. I couldn't even include all of the places where our podcast is. But suffice it to say, the podcast is growing. We get thousands of downloads each episode, and we couldn't do it without you. So I want to thank you for that, and just to encourage you guys to continue listening, continue sharing the good news from this podcast. And in the coming weeks, I can't wait to share with you some new alliances that we're going to have with this podcast. We're growing. There are other programs that are growing as well here in Northwest Arkansas that we want to highlight, and they want to highlight us. So I can't wait to share. There's a really cool newsletter, the Northwest Arkansas Daily, that we've connected with, and we're going to talk a little bit more about them in the future. But, there is this whole movement towards curated content. I'm trying to do that from a voice and from a video perspective. Other people are trying to do it from the written perspective. There's so many folks out there putting out great content. You don't want to miss it. And the easy thing is, with our lives being so tied to our phones and the mobile nature of things, nowadays you can get that information updated to you at any time. So that's all I have for you this week. I really appreciate you checking out What's New Northwest Arkansas. We come out every Friday, and even next Friday when I'm going on vacation with my kids for 2 days, safely, mind you, not going to Disney, not yet, so very soon. But for right now, we're going to get away for a couple of days and try to get some R&R so I can recharge. But I am going to do my show on Friday, so I look forward to seeing you guys. It'll be a shortened show, and we'll see what happens. But that's all I got for you today. I am Randy Wilburn, the host of the I Am Northwest Arkansas podcast, also the host of here, What's New NWA, and I appreciate each and every one of you for checking us out. Please share this video with a friend if you're watching it later. Check us out online at I Am Northwest Arkansas at any point in time. We really appreciate and love you guys so much. Have an amazing weekend. Go Hogs. Oh, the baseball team plays tomorrow night as well, so we've got them playing tomorrow night. The basketball team plays in the round of 32 on Sunday. It is a great weekend for Razorback sports. Woo pig. I'll talk to you guys soon. Peace.